Okay, hello YouTube. Here's a bit of a impromptu video. I just sat down to do something and I figured I would share. So today I went to buy a new black ink pad. At the moment I use, this is my little thing of ink pads. There's the black one. These are just El Cheapo pack. It was like 6 for like $3 or something from Target. Some of them still have the individual wrapping on them because I haven't used them yet. But the one that I use the most is black and it's run out. So after watching so many of Kristen's videos from K Warner Design, I decided to get a bigger ink pad, and I went with the Memento ink pad in Tuxedo Black. So I'm going to be trying out this. I've just brought it home. And while I was at the craft shop and got this, at the moment the only sort of Christmas stamps that I have are these ones, which although they're very cute, and I really like them, and I've been using them a lot, especially this bauble, I am getting a bit over the design. And so while I was at the craft store, I got this one. So the one that I currently have is called Gingerbread by Kaisercraft Clear Stamps. And this one is also by Kaisercraft, or I don't know how you say it, I just say Kaisercraft. I don't know if that's right or not. This one's called Santa's List. And I really love it. I love the gingerbread man. He's really cute. And the stockings are adorable. And the little birds. And I love these reindeer. And the writing's really nice as well. Like, I love this Dear Santa over here. So one thing that I've been doing, or that I do with my stamp sets, because sometimes when you have stamps you can't always tell what they're going to look like. And so what I've done is I go through and I stamp them with just like black outline ink. And then I colour it in. I cut each stamp out and place it where the stamp goes on the ink pad, and colour them in. And that way it sort of gives me an idea when I'm making the card. If I don't know how I'm going to decorate it or something, it can give me an idea. Otherwise it gives me a good size. I can see how the stamp stamps. If I haven't used it for a while, it reminds me in that. So yeah. So I was just going to start doing that with this one, and I thought I would bring you guys along. That was a really long way to describe something really simple. So anyway, so this is the stamps that I'm going to be doing. So what I do, because I don't have a tripod, I can't show you this as I'm doing it. So I'm just going to sort of describe it and then do the different bits. So first of all, what I do is I go through and stamp each stamp sort of little ways apart on just white normal computer printer paper. And then I go through, I colour them all in, and then I cut them out, and then on another piece of paper that is the size of the outline of the backing sheets, I then cut out a piece of paper and arrange the little coloured in stamps that I've done over it, and then that way the stamp set slides between the backing and my new front sheet. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll go ahead and I'll stamp all these stamps and then show you. I just quickly thought I would add, before I get started, these are the blocks that I use. I got these off eBay a couple of years ago. I only have 3. There is this really tiny minuscule one that I barely ever use. This is probably the most used one. It's a middle sized one. As you can see, is covered in bits of ink in it, and then I have a large one. I would really like to get one of those Fiskars pad thingies with the sponges on the corner. But yeah, at the moment I just have these 3 acrylic blocks. So this is what I use for my stamping. So yeah, just thought I'd put that in there. Okay, So I have just finished stamping all of them. I had to stamp them a couple of them a couple of times because I was getting used to the new ink, and I must say this Memento ink is freaking amazing. Like, holy crap. So impressed with it, and I haven't even really done anything with it yet. With my old ink, I would have to like smoosh it and almost like stand on the stamp to get the ink onto the stamp, and then I nearly had to stand on it to get it onto the paper. Whereas this, just tap on the paper and you're done. I mean, that's why I had to do them a couple of times, because I was so used to having to sit there and wobble it back and forth, and that a couple of times. Now with this bit over here, this is deliberate. This is because this sentiment here is really big, and it is too big to fit on my stamp block. So what I do with large stamps like that is I'll stamp half. So I stamped this bottom half, then I stamped the top half with a little bit more, and I'll just cut it off and then connect them together. But I will be able to see on the paper that it is cut in half, so I need to do it twice and do that method so that I know that I need to do that. Because of all my practice runs and everything, it took up most of this paper, so I'm probably going to have to get another sheet to make the backing piece, but that's fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little cutting mat and my knife thing, X-Acto knife. It's not the X-Acto brand. I don't know what brand it is actually. But anyway, there's my little cutting set. So I'll bring this over, and I don't sort of completely fussy cut around all of it, but I'll just sort of do the general area around them so that I can stick them on the paper. So yeah, I'll show you that when I've got them all cut out. Okay, so here we go. I've just finished cutting them all out. So when I cut them out, I don't worry too much about sort of being too fussy and getting too sort of close to the lines. I just want it sort of general shape. This isn't in order of what it is on the stamp thing. That's sort of the next thing. So now I'll sort of go through and just sort of line them up where they need to go. So the gingerbread man goes up there, and the little bird, oops, goes over there, and so on. This is really hard to do while holding the camera. So the Dear Santa goes here, and Merry Christmas goes there, and then I gotta fit the bird in there. So yeah, there's the general layout. So what I'll probably do is just pull these up a little bit, get that one off, and that'll make some better room for it. Then we'll just fix the stockings up and such. There we go. So as you can see, it doesn't usually fit exactly the same, but I don't really mind. Oh great. Damn static. Oh well, I'll fix that up in a second. So now I'm just going to go grab another piece of paper, and then I'll start gluing them down in order that they go on the page, and making sure that they fit within this square. And yeah, so I'll show you when I've done that. Okay, so here I've just gotten a piece of paper, and I just took one of the backing acetate sheets and just laid it on the paper, make sure it was really nice and square, and then I just traced around it with a grey pencil, and now I've just lined them all up, and as you can see, now they all fit really well. So now I'm just going to go through them one at a time and just glue them down. I will be using, when I find them, glue dots somewhere around here to glue them down. Well, to stick them down. Actually, no, I think I will use my double-sided tape to glue them down. Otherwise they'll have bumps and they'll make colouring them any harder. So yeah, I'm going to stick them down and then I'll start colouring them in. So I'll show you once I've got them coloured in. Okay, so I've just finished colouring them in. I don't worry about the colouring being perfect on these just because it just sits in a packet. It's not like I'm sending them to someone. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm just about to cut the outline of the whole thing out and then I'll slip it into the packet. So I'll show you when it's all together and done. Okay, so here's the finished product. It's all in the packet and ready to go. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I shall talk to you later. Bye.